Hey guys, so here bringing you a very new video. Sure. Professor, link down below if you want to have this information. We're against a Kata win, didn't ban it, feels bad, man. Unranked apparently, so this might be a bot account because their one game they went 24-6-7. That kind of doesn't seem right. Duo Q on my team. A one trick Zig's not playing it. Center main obviously got picked out. Let's see how this game goes. Wait, do I want to go corrupting? No. I'm not AFK. Graves? So Ace just said, you know what I could pick for jungle also. If we're doing the Huzzy known picks, we could play Graves. I played Graves as AD carry in season 2. God, my left eye is really hurting. Does Ashes need a Huzzy eye, by the way? Not my eye that's hurting as well. So we're playing GANGPLANK, obviously a very well-known Huzzy pick that we played a lot in season 9. Was it season 9? I need to work out when I actually played these champions. Ace with a gifted sub over to Ashes. Thank you very much, Ashes and Ace. Kapow. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. Why is she playing so passive? The GANGPLANK was a pick that I played a lot. In a season. Also, will say, I've always found it funny. Apparently, there's a thing that like people are like, what does Huz say at the beginning of videos? Because obviously I know what I'm saying. To me, it's never been confusing. But like people have said, why is he saying Azir? What I'm saying is, hey guys, Huz here, bringing you another video. That is typically my opening line of a video. Also, Deathwing, 19 months tier 1. Thank you so much, Deathwing. That's bad. Oh, that Katarina gave that away. God, she gave that away so badly. Do you see, like, a few seconds before, she started running forward? Completely gave it away. They might have not thought they're going to kill me in that situation. They just wanted my flash, to be fair, but still. Nice. Yeah, no, genuinely, I've had so many comments over the years going, why is he saying Azir? I'm not saying Azir, I'm saying Huz here. Goddamn plebs. The annoying thing about that gank is we were actually doing pretty well in lane against this cat. And now it's kind of given a lane advantage. It's sad. So sad. It's a sad, sad situation. And it's getting more and more. So obviously GANGPLANK has had a lot of nerfs in recent time in League. And arguably, the biggest nerf that GANGPLANK has received is the showing of how many barrels he has. I think a lot of people haven't realized how big that is. It is huge. Because the whole thing about GANGPLANK is he has safety in his barrels. His barrels is a good engage. It's also a good disengage. It's a lot of damage. It's a very strong ability. Arguably his strongest ability. And with GANGPLANK, you never knew, does he have barrels up? Well, now, these little dots underneath my health bar are how many barrels I have it up right now. So right now, the Katarina knows, because everyone can see this, I have got no barrels. I've just used the one barrel I had. It's now gone. So it gives her so much more freedom. And the knowledge of, oh, I can just go in. Okay, Karma. That was very odd. Bot lane. Is that a Smurf? Apparently not. It's a level 400 account who's a one-trick Janna and Sona. Someone's a bit sus. She's played 200 games of Janna with a 45% win rate. Huzzy sus. Nice. Bon licky licky. I'm actually playing. That just reminded me. If you know the line, you'll probably know why that's reminding me of it. I'm playing Sea of Thieves later today. Me and my friends, we've actually gone off a little bit of Call of Duty in recent time. Warzone 2 just isn't great. Oh, thank you for buying a plushie again. Thank you so much, whoever that was. Again, we do need to sell roughly 20 more to go to get to the point that the plushies will be a thing. So every single sale is needed. So thank you very much. If that was you, and if you can order one, please do. Please do.
Betrayal stings like salt on a wound.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, she wasn't level 6. My bad. Yeah, my bad for not noticing that. Sejuani wasn't level 6, so I thought that was a free kill. Oh, thanks, Crow King, man. Appreciate it. You had a payday today. Nice. Thank you. I still got it on Gangplank. We still got it, baby.
Do I look like a patient man?
This Trundle. There's no point ganking me, buddy.
Back deserves a knife.
Ult. Oh, that was so close. That was so close of a double kill. Oh, that was so close. Almighty says you hope your plushie is somewhat Chihuahua proof. She likes to eat your plushies. I can't give you a guarantee, but what I will say is I've not attempted it yet, because obviously I've only got one Huzzy plushie. It's back there. It's the only one that exists right now in the world, and obviously if they're not getting produced, that would be the only one that's ever going to exist. But I'm hoping they're going to get produced. We're nearing that point that they're going to be. I'm actually later today going to attempt, when my puppy dog Maya is sleepy and not bitey, I'm actually going to attempt having her kind of in a sleepy, curled up, cute position and put the plushie kind of like, you know, like dogs, they go in that ball. I'm going to try and put the plushie in the middle of like the spiral and get a nice photo of Maya with the plushie without her eating the plushie. And then I'll have a cute photo of Maya with the plushie. Guys, you're both going to die. You're both going to die. What are you guys doing? I have no idea what they're doing in bot lane. What's that about? How many do we need to sell? We need to sell roughly 20 more. So we have now sold officially 165. We need to sell 189 in total. So we need to sell 24 more plushies. I'm recording this on the 16th of March. We have until the 27th of March. So we've got 11 more days from this live stream right now. So If you're planning on getting one, if you can just get one today just to help us get there quicker, would appreciate that. Because obviously, when we're not actually at the point that they're viable yet, it's a lot of stress that, is it going to happen, you know? I'd really like it to happen, so the quicker we can get to that number, the more... The point that we actually know it's happening. So that I just did to survive. Not messing around there. This Trundle is really trying to camp me, though. I don't know what... Oh. I don't know why he's trying to camp me so much. Ajax main. Magnus, 38 months, tier 1, says, hey, Huz, hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. I am having a good day. My bot lane, not have... Dude, our bot lane is 0 and 7. 40 CS down in bot lane as well. How have they managed that? Yeah, we're getting... Oh, also, to my Brits, by the way. I'm just going to hold them up and you can just say what you think of them. There you go. British people, you guys know. Nestie's like, what the hell is that? They're Percy pigs, Nestie. They're Percy pigs. If you ever come to the UK, you need to go to Marks and Spencer's and you need to get some Percy pigs. All Percy pigs now are vegetarian. They changed the recipe. Well, they're like a gummy. Zero 8 bot lane. They have made this game very difficult. Then they come back here. Why are they back here? Like, bro, I can actually hold these guys. Like, stop fighting, guys. You are fed so much. This is ridiculous. Just stop feeding. Stop fighting. Stop feeding. This is crazy. They are literally making the game impossible if they just continue to feed this much. It does boggle my mind that a lot of the league population just does... Oh my god. They just don't understand. Well, they probably do understand, but they just don't know what to do. Just stop dying. Like, literally. They are 0-10 in bot lane. They are half CS. Just stop dying.
The sea has no memory.
It ain't hard. It really isn't. You can just play passive. And you can just vibe. And not risk anything. Especially like when the rest of your team are actually doing quite good. Now, I can probably one-shot these guys later if they don't get overwhelmingly fed. But they are already nearing that point. Am I a Doctor Who fan? No, I've never watched Doctor Who. Never got into it. They are so fed. This is going to be really hard. Just with how fed they are. Well, I've got wave clear.
But not my soul.
Yeah, dude, like, in theory, this bot lane... What? Like, stop. Stop it! Don't go anywhere near them. Holy moly. Pinging me, you're 0-5. Oh, dude. We all get annoyed at these players because, like, I don't know. They don't realize what they're doing is costing you a game. Well, the funny thing is they probably do. But they just can't be bothered to do anything about it. Or they think they probably can't do anything about it. You definitely can. You just stop feeding. Like, her positioning, this Karma's positioning still is all over the shop. She's walking too close to them. She's doing it constantly. And it's like, you're already 0-5. That's huge. 900 gold, 900 smackaroonies. Didn't get my auto off on my barrel. Damn. Didn't get my auto off on the barrel. That's annoying. She would have died. I think we would have traded. The thing is, we're not going to get any dragons as well. I know tech... Well, no, I don't need to get 40... Like, yeah, I can just leave it there. See, old GANGPLANK, you had to get to 60%, obviously. Crit, so you had to buy another cloak when you didn't really want to. Now, because they changed Navori and IE to be 40% on activation, it's so much stronger because I actually have an active Navori right now. We're on a power spike, which is good. Somehow the Katarina's 4... Well, how the Katarina's 4-1. She probably got fed from a bot lane.
Always watch your back.
Oh, that was a pain. Why does she do so much damage? Oosh. Katarina still does so much damage just by pressing R. To be fair, my fault that I missed the E. She warded and then walked in. Didn't expect that. Probably should have. Should have used another barrel. I was being greedy to try and save a barrel. Does she, Nessie? Who would you... Oh, yeah, question of the day. I forgot. I had a question of the day that I thought of last video. I'm going to say it in this video. Because we are playing the more known Huzzy picks, I played GANGPLANK in season, I believe, 9. Of all the picks that I've played throughout the years, what is your favorite one that you've seen me play? Is it the, you know, is it Shen, Jace, Mohammed just said? Like, which is of the Huzzy picks? So you're like, oh, dude, I love when Huzzy played that. Yeah, Anivia, if it is Anivia to this day, like, wait, she rushed Hullbrig. Like, no wonder she's 0-7 on Alawi. She rushed Hullbrig. Oi, oi, oi. Teemo. Ezreal, Yumi. What? Lee Sin, GANGPLANK. Okay, I do understand when I've played Yumi, they are actually quite funny games, but I would not count that as a Huzzy pick. Zereth brought you to the channel. Nice. Don't be afraid. It's my life. 700 gold shut down. Hey, Mischief. 49 months tier 1. Nearly the big 5-0 from Mischief. Vex. I don't know if I'd count Vex as a Huzzy pick. I did play her for a little while, but... Vel'Koz. Steve. There. So Severe does seem like, you know, maybe she shouldn't be top lane right now, but Severe is going into the, like, oh yeah, Darius. Dude, I forgot about Darius. Maybe we'll play a Darius game today. Severe's going into the, right, I need to get not feed anymore and just try to make money. And I think that's what she's trying to do, which is good. Karma, I don't think, is in that mentality, unfortunately, yet. She still is playing way too aggro. But at least their feeding has definitely slowing down, which is good. I miss American pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee. Can we get a Huzzy Eye on Mohammed, by the way, if anybody has got a spare Huzzy Eye going? So Alawi's just playing no brain split push by the look of it. And by the way, no brain split push is different to split push. Split push, it can be good in times when you're actively thinking when it's a good and a bad time to do so. No brain split push is like, I am split pushing no matter what, even if I die 50 million times, I don't care, I'm going to split push. And that's what this yeah, she's just going to split push no matter what. And also TTS with a gifted sub from Mohammed. Mohammed with a gifted sub from TTS Gaming. Thank you much, TTS. Yeah, that was kind of mad. I don't really want to waste my ulti. But I guess it wouldn't be a waste if I'm protecting the base. Oh my god, man. So again, I will upload this because we've had fun on GANGPLANK, but this is just impossible with this bot lane. 06, 07. When I think crazy.
Words mean nothing.
When I think crazy. Well, I think crazy for me. They are very easy to kill if we get on top of them, though. Ow. Ow. How are the plushies going? Dude, she did 1,700 damage to me. Ahaha. We have sold 165, I believe. Yes, so we need to sell 24 more. By the way, I'm not upgrading the tier. Some people are like, why you got tier? I'm not using tier. Tier was basically to help lane phase. I quite like it for that reason. Yeah, I died in 0.7 seconds. That was mad. Oh, they're not doing it. I thought they were doing that. Because, like, Zaya's alive. I was convinced they were doing that. Blade of the Ruined King Senna is a bit peculiar. Oh my god, I didn't get that. They're all there. Yeah, unfortunately this one is probably 99% a loss just due to the bot lane difference. Sometimes you can't do anything about it, you know? It's just the way it goes.
Hang 'em from the slaughter dogs.
It's simply the way it goes. It's where bot lane is just such an important lane, you know?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I am doing a lot of damage.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I Don't know if I can kill the cat, though, because she actually is quite fed herself. I should have stayed. Okay, no, Alawi. I probably can't 1v1 the Alawi because of Hull Breaker. Oh my god, it missed. Whoa! That missed. I can't believe that missed. Damn, that must have been close. We're doing a lot of damage. Sire comes back in on full health. Eee. Oh boy. Why do you keep trying to fight them? This bot lane has not like learned at all this whole game. Oh my god. They just haven't learned. That's why they're so fed, is because they just... Oh my god. This whole game, my bot lane has both never gone, okay, I'm going to stop fighting them. Because they fought them so much and they've died every time. My bot lane is 0-17. Karma does it again. 0-18. They should not be this fed. It's the really important lesson of you can't always play amazing, and that's fine. But also know when it's just back away. It's such an important lesson in League. So many people don't know it. So many people don't know it. Which is a shame, because it's not... Are they inting? No, they're not inting. They're just playing really bad. There is a difference between inting and playing bad. Can't do enough, man. They're too fed. The Pentakill. Yeah, a little bit of a bot lane difference. Just a little. Again, then the Karma has the audacity to ping that. Like, Karma is 0 and 12. Yes, there's a big AD carry difference, but there's also... Karma was majority of, like, the bad feeding in the early game. But we'll still upload it. I still had fun with GANGPLANK. We did a lot, which is always good. Tam played well, but there is just sometimes nothing you can do. And that is one of those examples of games there is nothing you can do. So we do 29,300 damage. We do the most damage, obviously, on my team by a fair amount. My Severe does not even 7,000 damage. So yeah, a little bit of a bot lane diff there, unfortunately. So that does mean GANGPLANK is dead. But it was still fun to play. This game was definitely winnable if they just stopped feeding up to a certain point. If they just gone, right, we're both 0-3. So our bot lane at the time was 0 and 6. Let's stop dying. They kept playing the exact same way until they were both like 0 and 8. And by that point, it's way too late. Like, they just needed to calm it down, and they just never did. So what can you do? If you guys did enjoy those still, do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime.